not believe in the rolling down. They did not recognize the will of the people. They refused to accept the results of the free election.
Like said, we don't respect the Constitution. That's some crazy stuff. They say he tweeted about banning guns. I can't make it up. He said he doesn't encourage violence. Is he fake or what? He said Antifa just an idea. Why he changed it up?
And they've gone to the full court press here, looking to make things as difficult as possible and maybe force a turnover or two.
Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things.
I wonder if your guys say it. I'm wondering if your guys say it, because I know that we at war in the battle for the soul of the nation, in the battle for the soul of the nation. You say God bless America. I wonder if your guys say it. I'm wondering if your guys say it. Oh, you say MAGA is a threat, you a big hater. That was the purpose speech I heard from a
I like this move to the full court press, putting some extra pressure on the offense.
Jimmy Butler, another bucket.
And with 40 points for him, his climb towards history continues.
Boy, it just seems like every time he takes the floor, it's a step closer to the record for most 40-point games in a season. All the talk around the NBA, Grant, that quadruple double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, B.A. MP doing it all for his team. And everyone in this crowd is here to see him tonight.
Legs now in the final stages of this regular season.
In the battle for the soul of the nation, in the battle for the soul of the nation. You say God bless America. I wonder if your guys say it. I wonder if your guys say it. I don't know.
I ran for president because I believe we're in a battle for the soul of this nation. I still believe that to be true. I believe the soul.
And they've gone to the full court press here, looking to make things as difficult as possible and maybe force a turnover or two.
That's his second, and I think he'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful of third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Trace Jackson Davis is Jeff Jen for Jonathan Kuminga, and it's Moses Moody in for Brandon Podziemski. Memphis also making some changes. Edie's Jack in for Santi Aldama. Wells comes in for Jackson, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Ty Jerome. They've got MP. Jimmy Butler is out there with Trace Jackson Davis. Then there's Moses Moody, and it's Curry in a shooting guard. That's the Warriors' 5. Now here's Morant. He's just been too hard to handle at the offensive end. His scoring average is just under 34 points a game. Well, Richard has definitely become a shooter's league. The ability to knock down threes now becoming pivotal.
Oh, I think it's fascinating to see the skills involved in the game change. Even if, as someone who was a shooter later in his career, I feel a little bit left out.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Lakers was a man on a mission. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple double, a reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys.
Great stuff, Allie. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up.
All of Christ washes every sin by the minute. The sheep are blind, all because their mind is a prison. And now they're all roaming the land, saying, how did this big lie start? It's time to put their faith in it.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
On the court for the Grizzlies. On the perimeter, it's KCP and Wiggins. Jackson out there with Edie, and it's Morant in at the point guard position. And Stan, the importance of team.
Who's gonna take the lead by putting their life on the line? Who's gonna show the children what is moment, what is life? Who's gonna take the lead? Putting their life on the line. Who's gonna show the children what is moment, what is
And they've gone to the full court press here, looking to make things as difficult as possible and maybe force a turnover or two.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. The front court is Wells and Jackson. Morant and Caldwell Pope are their guards. And it's Edey in at the 5 spot. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Lakers was a man on a mission. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple double, and he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall.
He's gonna show the children what is wrong and what is right. He's gonna take the lead. Put his life on the line. He's gonna show the children what is wrong and what is right.
Now Morant, a tremendous net on offense. He's scoring around 34 a game. Just an electrifying style on the court for John Morant. And Grant, he's not...
This would be the politically incorrect way to start this song. The coronavirus has taken over our country. Joe Biden wants to kill us.
Coronavirus, come through me. Over that John that went through. Coronavirus, come through me.
And here's Morant. He's just been too hard to handle at the offensive end. His scoring average is just under 44 points a game. So, Stan, let me pose this question. What do you think is the most important thing to stress in youth basketball?
I think there's two things, Kevin, that need to be stressed in youth basketball. The first one is love the game. Make it enjoyable for guys because, look, if kids love it and enjoy it, they'll keep playing it, they'll keep practicing it, and they'll get better. And then the second thing that goes along with that is the fundamentals. You can never do too much work on footwork, ball handling, and things like that.
So on the floor for Memphis, the front court is Wells and Jackson. Morant and Caldwell Pope are their guards. And it's Edey in at the center, locking down the middle. And here's Morant after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last one.
Come through. I'm right through. Coronavirus, from your bingo. Kill us all like a strong, like a beast mode.
I got a cop right now, man, I think I got it. Coronavirus is the reason that you got us.
And so it's Memphis with it. Last time they met was in Memphis.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Well, I don't think you can look at these matchups and think it can be just one guy. I would have everybody on the glass to help out.
On the court for Memphis, Wells and Jackson, your small and power forwards. Morant runs point with KCP to his side, and it's Edey in at the 5. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Lakers was a man on a mission. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple double. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Great report there, Allie. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
All the talk around the NBA, Grant, that quadruple double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, B.A. MP doing it all for his team. And everyone in this crowd is here to see him tonight.
The Grizzlies have gotten 7 of 16 shots to go in the second. Morant surveying the floor. Kicks it out to Jackson. Three-pointer, no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Outside Butler, fires the three, drills it from deep. Butler's got 5 points in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Morant.
Let's get to wine and they probably flying to islands. Demonic rituals, Jesus will have
26 seconds left here in the second. And stolen by MP. And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP registering a quadruple double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
He doesn't get the second one.
Come on.
Memphis has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. The Grizzlies with another miss. Here's Jackson Davis. And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down. And through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Golden State Warriors.
They're just a far more physical team. It shows up everywhere, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, they're winning the battle of possessions along with pretty much every other battle. And now, how about a peek at the Western Conference standings as the playoffs come into focus?
Well, looking at the Warriors, with the playoffs right around the corner, they're in tremendous shape. They're right on top of the first half.
You mean they're losing? They take shots for every team, every night, and they're still laying on top.
What's lose? Never heard that.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Got red hat on me, it's hot in this little city. I keep that red hat on me and never stop in this little city.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the pace.
He got it again! Sensational!
One more 50-point game from him as he continues to move towards the top spot.
I have never seen a season like this. Over and over, he continues to explode on the offensive end. RJ1 defensive stat that teams are tracking these days, deflection. Why do you think that's so important to him?
Well, it's a measure of your activity and disruption. Even if you don't get the steal, messing up the flow of a team's offense can be so impactful.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He dropped an amazing number of points, and the story of the night, he put together the rare quadruple double. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. In stretches, he was absolutely down. Greg, he'd love to match that performance.
Dignity, and that's why magazines why I stand before you to they like new creature, he tried to hit it. He told my Jesus in the one who was gonna sing it.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. Stan, he's one of the most exciting players in the league right now. What makes Ja Morant so special?
Well, look, B.A., his
once. Has he gone crazy or lost his mind? Light on him, no, I be going blind. Feeling the skin like a clementine. His spirit is full like an airline. He ain't denying it. Christ is the king. He's singing and boogie like his record clean. I know he did things. His spirit on his chains. He gotta feel shame. The guilt in between. We target his friends, get him back on the team. Make it all seem like sin is the thing.
Now here's Morant. He's just been too hard to handle at the offensive end. His scoring average is just under 34 points a game. So we've seen the NBA, Tim, embrace analytics more and more over time. That's something you caught on to early in your career.
Well, there is no doubt, Kevin, that they're starting to go more to the analytics. The eye test is really important when you look at just what makes good basketball. But the numbers sometimes can tell you things you didn't even realize as a coaching staff.
As a broadcaster, what numbers do you look at normally right off the top? What things are telltales for you?
One thing that I really look at as opposed to individual plus-minus, give me that group of 5 plus-minus. That way I know which units are really getting it done together.
Oh, I love that. So on the floor for Memphis. The wing pair, it's Caldwell Pope and well. Jackson is out there with Edie. And it's Morant in at the point. And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP registering a quadruple double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. John Morant able to fly with the best, but he says, sometimes I get knocked out of the air and hit the floor. After the game, you may feel that, so I just pick and choose, man. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. I get it done. That's all that matters. Kevin, back to you.
He can still get up. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Jackson. He's got 9. Pass to Morant. Edie with a screen for Morant. To the middle. Just got the run. And the dunk by Edie.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Out to the wing. Back to Alston. He finds MP. From deep three-point territory. And the Warriors, another 3.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Looking to get back on.
What you did for me. Yeah. On that cross, took that sin for me. Thank you. I'm unworthy. You so holy. Thank you, Lord, for my testimony. Thank you. I look around, see the Christmas lights.
The Grizzlies have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. On the court for the Grizzlies, Wells and Jackson, your small and power forwards. Morant runs point with KCP to his side, and it's Edie in at the 5.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Lakers was a man on a mission. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple double. What a game for him. And against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Allie, we appreciate the update. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, BA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Now here's MP. Non-stop scoring machine right here. Again! What an avalanche!
And what's another 60-point game for him? I mean, you can almost expect it from him at this point.
And he's now within reach of the most 60-point games in a single season. He could do it. All the...
And so here's Memphis. And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
So Stan, just for old time's sake, do you think the league should bring back the hand check?
I rest the Lord, he's almighty. Stay when the cold